Hey, sixth graders. Welcome back to another fun-filled week of distance learning here at OLGC. Field day is this week. It's on Friday, so I hope you're looking forward to that, and I hope a bunch of you participate in it. Hey, we're doing something fun this week. We are learning about linear functions, which sounds really cool, and it is. You can impress some people with things you're going to be learning this week. All right, anyway, we'll start out easy. We're going to start out by finding the slope of a line. Right here you see that I have three lines, a blue one, a black one, and a red one. And pretend these are ski hills, okay? And decide which one you would like to go down, all right? If you haven't skied at all before, you'll probably want to use this line, okay? It's got the least slope. They'd call that the bunny hill, all right? You can practice and not kill yourself by going on that one. If you're an experienced skier, you might want to try this one. It's pretty steep, but if you're a good skier, you can probably get down that hill and challenge yourself and make it down safely. Unless you're a professional skier and kind of a daredevil, I wouldn't suggest you try going down a hill with this kind of a slope because it is really steep, and your odds of surviving that kind of a slope on skis I don't think are very good. At least not with several broken bones. All right, so there must be a mathematical way to describe how these lines are different. And of course there is, okay? We call that way, we call it slope. All right, to figure out the slope of a line, you take the rise over the run. And if you did your reading from the page in the book that was assigned, you know what rise and run are. If you don't, the rise and the run is how far, this is the rise, it's the up and down, and the run is the left or right, okay? So let's start with the black line since I started pointing at that one first. The rise is from here to here, because I chose a point here where it went through a point exactly, because it touches exactly at 3, 2. I looked for another one. I thought it might be here, but not quite close. But right here was exact 2, so I chose those 2 points. Okay, we can choose any 2 points on the line, it doesn't matter. It's a whole bunch easier if it's right where, 2 of the lines cross. All right, so the rise here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the slope is the rise over run, so in this case it's going to be 8 over 5. You may be tempted to change that to an improper fraction. It is an improper fraction. You might be tempted to change it to a mixed number, but don't. They usually don't put slopes as mixed numbers. They just leave it as 8 over 5. So that's a pretty steep slope. Okay. Let's compare that to the blue one, okay, which is definitely not as steep. And I found a couple points on here where it went through exactly. It might be right here. I probably could have used this point too. I could have used, and you can pick any 2 points on the line and you'll get the same answer. And I'll prove that to you in a second. Let's figure out the slope of this line. Let's use this point and this point first. Okay. And our slope, okay, the rise, 1, 2, and the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the slope is 2/8. We will reduce that and it's 1/4. Okay, so 1/4 is a lot smaller than 8/5. Okay. Like I said, if I'd used another 2 points, if I used this point and this point, okay, I'd gotten a rise of 1 and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd still have gotten the same answer, no matter which point I used. All right. So this slope is much less than 1. It's 1/4. This one is more than 1, 8/5. Any guesses what this slope is going to be before we try to calculate it? All right. Hopefully you guessed something probably above 2. All right. Or around 2 would be it's going to be the slope for this one. All right, let's pick 2 points. I see one here where it touches exactly. Boy, it's close there, it's close there. This is easier to see on bigger paper. Looks like it's exactly right there. All right, So we've got our rise over our run. Our rise is going to go from here to here, and our run is going to go from there to there. Okay. Now, this is a pain. I could count from 2 all the way to 13. I think I'd get 11, but another way to do that is just take 13 minus 2. And our rise from 13 to 2, 13 minus 2 is 11. And our run, I can count that it's just 2, but I could have done 2 minus 0 is 2. So 11 over 2. Again, you don't need to change that to a mixed number, which would have been, 5.5. They usually leave it this way, but nothing wrong with doing it that way either. Okay? On the IXL assignment, they'll want you to leave it this way today. And that's how you get the rise of that slope. So this is a rise of about 5. This is a rise of about 2. This is a rise of about less than 1. So the steeper it is, the more of a slope it has. One thing I should point out to you, you won't need to know this today, but you will in a couple days. All these lines from left to right, they're going up, right? They start here, it's going up. It's going up. It's going up from left to right. If you had a line like this, that from left to right went down, that would be a negative slope. So you'd figure out the slope the same way, but then instead of calling it like 5.5, you might call it negative 5.5. But again, not something you need to worry about today. Okay, so that's enough information to get you through today. You may begin your assignment, and good luck.